God. Yay. Hello. Can everybody hear me well? I'm like trying to figure out my sound and then I forgot that I put an intro and then it goes off and I'm like, oh crap. It's like I'm trying to figure everything out. oh, I forgot to change my name again. Uh, it's just incorporation. LLC is like a corporation thing. I've been in some soft sit um comments chats lately. So yeah, I had put fiduciary basher at first, but I felt like I was explaining that one a little too much, and then I put LLC as a corporation thing. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you guys can hear me fine. Yeah, I don't know how was that intro a little too loud? Was that obnoxious? Um, I was looking up like music that I could put. It turns out a lot of game music is fair game. So if you guys didn't know, that was Sonic the Hedgehog music. um, yeah, I am. Hey, News Now Enemy, Little Chihuahua, Big Will, Terry Barnes, P Barnes. So glad to see you guys. Hey, have you guys heard from Jimbo? I'm kind of worried. I haven't seen him since the other day. Is he okay? Does anybody have the scoop on him? 'Cause I have not heard anything from Jimbo. Little Chihuahua, Big Will. Hey, how's tiny? Oh my guys, my guys, my guys. Yeah, I'm like worried about Jimbo. I'm like, where's Jimbo at? Need my coffee buddy. Yeah. I mean, I guess Salacious will give us any news when it comes because she has all the scoops on her friend Jimbo. Oh boy, I hope he's okay. I hope he's just like either either probably either fighting a cold or just doing something. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope that he's okay and he'll join us as soon as he gets good and ready to. If anybody does, yeah, please, send him a message, give him a call, let him know that we just wanted to see how he was doing. Yeah, cause I just, like I was thinking about him the other day because I didn't see him twice. Well, I've only had a chance to be in his live this last week like two times. So and both times he wasn't there, and I'm like, hey, what's going on with Jimbo? Jimbo. Yeah, I hope so too, and I'm glad Tiny's doing good. I will as soon as I get a chance to talk to him. I don't know. I sent him an email last night because I wanted him to come on down. Well, I actually emailed like a few people because uh I don't have any tech person again, and I was hoping that I sent a message to Salacious and I'm hoping that she'll accept my invite to come and help me out. But if she doesn't want to, I'm gonna need a tech person, guys. Anybody like to share screen? Well, I hope that we hear from him soon. I do feel like it's been kind of weird not having him around. Um, and yeah, it's just kind of strange not having him around. Well, I hope so. I mean, like you know, like I said, doing this stream has been kind of like my commitment to like what I said I was gonna do is continue his morning show. You know, like it's just like my version of it. I just like I haven't found anybody committed to doing like the tech stuff for me in the morning because a lot of people don't really want to do stuff in the morning, and it's okay. I get it. I understand. I'm not even like not even upset about it. I'm still trying to get it all together, guys. And trust me, like I, I'm gonna pull it together. This is just to stay with what I said I was gonna do. I said I was gonna start doing the morning shows on the weekends, and I said I was gonna do it. And gosh darn it, I'm gonna do it, and so I'm doing it. And in the meantime, if I can get some help, that'll be cool. If not, we'll wing it and we'll figure it out. That's how I do things. That's how we do things. We don't worry about if things aren't working out. We keep going. Keep pushing forward. Oh, so Ladies of the Daughter, she's awesome. Yeah. Oh, she's. I mean, not just a mod, but I mean, creatively. Think of that. To make those voodoo dolls. And a lot of like a lot of you guys are very creative. I just had a conversation with Graham, and I did a voiceover for him. So you expect that maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I think he said tomorrow, but I did a little voiceover for him and his Graham and Bob's thing, and he's very creative. He's a very funny guy. He's very fun. I gave him I told him if he wanted to come around, that would be cool. Oh, and speaking of the devil, or the Bob.
Don't speak of the devil like that. He might.
How's it going, Bob?
I'm good. Bob is doing very well, thanks. How is everybody in the life of Jerry and the clan?
Hey, White Clan, man.
Well, I wouldn't want to say anything on a public forum, but you know what I mean.
You make it seem like I got like a cult going on and stuff. It's not a cult, man.
No,
We're all free thinkers. At least I think we are. If we're not, I mean, fine. You guys let me know.
it's all cool, man. I'm only joking. It's okay. So what's happening?
Well, once again, I have scooched the pooch on this one when it comes to having a tech person on. So,
Oops.
I've been hustling around trying to find somebody to help me share a screen because I do actually have today a video that I wanted to share. And now I'm not sure if you do you know how to share screens on StreamYard on StreamYard?
How to share screen? Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And there's a button there that says share screen.
Heck, no. No. It's okay. We're not a cult. We're not a cult. If you receive some pamphlets,
they're not from me.
Don't worry. I'm creating. I'm going to create some pamphlets and some magazines, and it's going to come from a building that I call the Big Tower, and I'm going to share a lot of publications from the tower. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, and it's going to be a bunch of stuff on like the end of the world and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. When it comes, it comes, and everybody will have their share of information. Promise you that.
Is it going to be in a trifold form?
Actually, I am going one step above, and I'm going quad form. No trifold. It's going to be quad.
A quad fold. I like it. Is it going to like fold in half and then open up the other way? So it's a kind of like a map.
It's gonna fold in half and then fold again. So you're gonna kind of have like a teepee, kind of like a two-way teepee.
Love it.
So you can kind of set it up where you kind of block. You can put it on a table and just block your face from other people, and you don't have to
Oh,
worry about dealing with the outside world. You see?
this sounds amazing. I love this. So you could like literally hide behind it like a Brooks box fort.
Yeah. Peg, no, 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 not Watchtower. No, 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 not Watchtower. Ho, ho, ho. No, 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 no. Sir, no. Perish the thought. No, not Watchtower. The big tower, Big tower, not Watchtower. For
Okay.
sure, I'm sure you could watch over things from the big tower, but that wouldn't be the main purpose of it. But Peg, for a bot, you're really getting kind of snippy. You know that? Uh, yeah, but I'm sorry, I read people aren't.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ah, exactly. That's what my that it P Barnes. That's what my quad's gonna do. See, when you fold it, you can fold it to hide yourself in a table, and then you're also gonna be able to like fold it in a way that you can put it over your VIN number and like just kind of like and also have the information you need to go ahead and manipulate a cop from giving you a ticket. See, my quad fold is not going to give you statutes or case or case law or whatever. It's going to give you little tidbits on how to manipulate the cop. So if the cop looks like he values money, I'll show you how to slip a 20 into one of the folds of the quad fold. So like that he'll get it and be like, okay, I understand what's happening here. Not that I would say like you would have to do that, but there's ways.
Can you have it so that it's got some form of image on it that will persuade the cop just by looking at it? Like some form of
Mm.
holographic image. Maybe he looks at it, gets a little bit hallucinated by it, and then goes away.
Well, I was thinking of putting like a pinwheel with like a little one of those little
Yeah,
swirls. And so like you kind of just like if the wind is blowing, you can just kind of have the wind catch it and just like spin it. So when the cop gets there, he's like, oh, ooh, and like he just like gets hypnotized by the quad
yeah.
pole.
That
Yeah,
this is perfect. Yeah, and it could have like letters in there, so when it's spinning, it just says "Go away. These are not the
yeah.
droids you are looking for."
He's, this is this is not your jurisdiction.
I'm liking this idea more and more, Jerry. I hope it comes to plan, though.
Oh, it will. I'm working on it right now. I've already got like I think I bought 12 sheets of construction paper from the Staples. I also got some leftover crayons. I've got a marker. I think it's a magic marker. I'm not sure. I haven't smelled it yet, but plenty of supplies. So I should be having about 500 quad folds by the time I'm done.
All I'd say is try not to use the crayons because soft-sits will end up licking them.
Oh no, the crayons are gonna be to poke holes. It's not really. I'm not really gonna use them to color. It's just I don't have anything else to poke holes with. But the marker
Okay,
I'm using.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just concerned, because soft-sits and crayons,
It never
they
turns out well, right?
no, exactly. They're always eating them, and they're like frauditors. They diet on them. So I'm just concerned that they'll be licking your quadfold. Get their crayon buzz.
Terry Barnes, yeah, you're right. I was actually talking to K4 last night about that. He was talking about he got arrested on stream. I unfortunately I didn't see it. But I'm sure K4 is gonna come up. He's gonna make a video on it and he's gonna talk about it. I did invite him to come on and talk about it, but whether he does or doesn't, we'll see. I also told him to come on to talk about the video that I'm gonna put up today. But yeah, he made me aware of Jeremiah Payne being arrested, and we were talking about this might be a good thing for his daughter. At least like this is what me and K4 were hoping for. We want his daughter to have a better chance at life. So it would be better that they separate them. Most of the times you wouldn't want that for a parent, but it's obvious that Jeremiah Payne does not care about that kid. and we hope that you know they find a better situation for her. But I was telling him is that uh, in for his sake, I hope that they do hold him up and they have him in his in jail for like what would be ideal, like a year or something, so that he can detox and maybe like take a chance to reevaluate himself. Not that it works all the time. Like I was telling K4, I know people that have gone to jail and detoxed and gone through the whole rigmarole and have come out the other side and never gone back to their old life. And then there's other people who just you know they don't care no matter how much time they're sober. They just want to get back to getting high. So I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. I hope that it's a good thing for all involved.
Maybe they can keep him in until she's like 21 or something.
Well, I hope that they separate her and they find a better a better living situation for her. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not something that I ever wish for for parents and kids, but sometimes it's just a better situation. Like, you got to know when it's just going to be better. So I hope that things work out for his daughter. I hate to see a kid not be able to make it because the parents just don't want to be responsible.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows about the situation with Jeremiah Payne, and he's not worthy of being a father, really. So anything that sort of keeps him away from that life is good, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's and it's not. I don't think anybody who knows the situation would think otherwise. I mean, unless you're not a human being, right? Because it's just one of those things. Like, yeah, I've the whole time like that's all I've been thinking about is this poor kid. Like every time I hear Last Days of Freedom or Jeremiah Payne, all I think about is that poor kid, that his poor daughter. And not just that. I mean, he's got another kid. He's got a boy that I guess was taken from him already. So yeah, I just hope the best for his daughter, and I hope that they're able to find a family that could help them out. And if it's in his, if he changes, or if his wife is decides to actually care about the situation and they change, then I hope that they reunite sometime. But I just hope it's just they find a better place for her, for she could have a better future. So, oh, that's cool. Okay. Well, um, uh, I don't know if you mind, Graham. Do you mind being my screen share for today, Graham?
Oh, it does help if I'm not on mute. I mute on the mic itself, which I turn off so I can vape and drink and stuff. So apologies.
Now you know how it feels like to be Hez.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's gone quiet. Where is everyone? What 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 are you trying to do? You trying to share stuff?
Yeah. Well. Okay. Well. First. If you see on the private chat, there is a link to a video. So once we get you up and sharing, I want you to get that video. And while we kind of do this, go ahead and do the you know how to do the thing to share screen, right? So I can go ahead and pop it up and we can be put in the share screen situation.
Okay, you say that. I've done it once before in my entire life here. I mean,
Okay. I believe on your name.
I'm on Google right now. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay, no. Okay, on I believe you should have something that says like options or or if you hit your avatar, you should get like options that say like settings, audio, or whatever.
Are you on StreamYard? You mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can present stuff on StreamYard.
Yes. Yes. So I need you to hit the button present.
Yes. But it'll only present stuff from my stuff, and I can share screen that way. But what am I sharing?
Okay. Well, once we get you on the screen, on the private chat, there's a link that I put there. So you know where the private chat is at, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on the private chat, when you click on it, it's going to be a
Hold on.
YouTube video.
Give me a
So
second, because I came on out of courtesy because you invited
yes,
me earlier, and I did say I'd be working. So I've got a million other things up at the moment. Let me
not.
just do some stuff. There's nothing on private chat on StreamYard.
Oh, there isn't.
No.
Hang on. I know I put it there. Anyway. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. It's okay. I'll take it out of there. Yeah. Copy. Copy link. Copy link. Uh, Copy link. All right. Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna put it. I guess I'll put it in the chat. And you can go ahead and just
Yes. So,
click on it when you're ready.
okay.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. Ah, okay. Hold on. That's literally just started running as
Hey.
in. 2 seconds. I am playing around with that because you want me to.
Well, it's okay. While you do that, and once you're ready, just go ahead and present screen. Um, this video. I don't know if anybody's seen it. I was kind of telling K for I don't. And for a video that's like kind of not. It didn't go viral because it didn't hit the million, but like at about 500,000. I had never seen it before. I would imagine that it would be like in like Karen compilations or whatever, but I've never seen it. So, and I don't think I've heard anybody in the community talk about it. But I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a very important video as far as like you know comparing what frauditors do and what they call activism to somebody who really is you know decided to use their camera to
Yeah.
document something where I mean it's just as unprofessional. It's just as maybe as annoying as people may think the frauditor is, but the way this lady goes about it, um, I think it says a lot, and I think it exposes a lot about frauditors and the way they are. So I'd like to share with you guys so you guys can
I'll try
see
and make that
something.
bigger. Hold on.
Huh?
I'm just going to make that bigger because it's on my screen, but it's not on your screen. Why
Yeah.
isn't that?
Okay. Can you go to present?
I can do things like this. Should be. I can put it over the top here, but I can't actually put it onto your stream.
Okay. That's why on your avatar, go to present to share.
Yeah, I did, and it came out like that, and we don't need that.
Okay, I should
Hold
have.
on.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm sorry. It's because I didn't get the notification that it came in. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Let me just present it.
Yeah. Let's do that a second. See if I can do
Here we
something.
go. Oh! I lost it. Do it again. Do it again.
You lost it again, have you? Oh
Yeah,
boy.
I had the little square and it went away. Go ahead and do it again.
2 seconds.
There we go. Okay, I got it now. Hmm. There we are. Okay, we should be.
You know,
There
that's
we
better
go.
because you're
There
running it, so
we go.
you're in charge. I don't have these options that you're giving me to do because I'm not the man running the stream.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Welcome to Amazing Tech by Jerry.
It's magic.
I have a Bob for this, but he's not here, so well, they're not here.
This is
They're
gonna be a
obviously
part of
all
the quad.
gender neutral.
This is gonna be a part of the information on the quad folds on how to share information on your live streams. It's gonna be in a little like a little like square somewhere around there, but it's gonna be there. So you just in case you get a StreamYard and you want to share the quad folds.
Yeah, just do it as a QR code so that people can scan it.
Oh, thank you, me. I'd love to, but we got it. I appreciate it though. If you just feel like joining us, just to join us, it'll be fine with me. I know I gave you the link, and you can go ahead and come on by if you want. If you're good in the chat, then you're fine wherever you want to be. So this video, this video, uh, like I said, it's different. Okay, it's not. This lady is not a frauditor. She's not a frauditor, but she is documenting something, and she comes with her camera. Now, what she is doing is something that I probably wouldn't advise anybody to do, even if you were concerned like this lady. Mostly because she is putting herself in danger. Now, she ends up, like not, getting into any kind of danger, which is, great. I'm glad that nothing happened to her. But she's doing something that I think no frauditor ever would try to do. And it just goes to show how they really don't care about what they're talking about. Because frauditors love to talk about activism. They love to talk about activism. They love to talk about how they're there to, file their grievances or like go after corruption or whatever, right? But they always go for soft targets, and they always go after people that have nothing to do with cops or any of those kinds of situations. But if somebody is truly concerned about their neighborhood and really wants to, put a light on something that they feel is concerning about their local situation, they will put themselves in situations that I think, you know, not anybody would put themselves in because that's how concerned they really are. And this lady does. When she goes to film the Hell's Angels at their compound, and that's exactly what this video is. This lady goes to film the Hell's Angels at their compound. So uh, go ahead, Graham. Go ahead and push play on the video so everybody can see it.
Hold on, I got like two of these up. Is that one?
Yeah, is that one? Is the sound up? I appreciate you, though, me. Thank you. Thank you for offering. I do appreciate that. Well, people orange, I just wouldn't want you to get in a situation where you would get hurt or something, you know? Heck, I wouldn't expect a bot like you to understand how language works. She's I don't want to say she's nobody. She's just not she's not a like an activist or say someone who in particular has like a channel that says like she's out to fight for flexing her rights and stuff like that. She's just a lady who's concerned about her neighborhood, and about the Hell's Angels coming in on her neighborhood. So really, you could say she's a Karen, but I actually give her more credit than a Karen because she's doing something that is like just I think it's way more brave than I've seen any frauditor do. I mean, to go stand up to a biker gang, I mean, and just you'll see. Did you push play?
I just paused it while you were having a little chinwag in the background there, Jerry.
Right. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Just go ahead and push play. Can you turn it up a little bit?
That's full.
That's full. Can everybody hear it fine?
Is there a problem with it? Can everyone? It comes out really loud on my end because it's being streamed.
Okay.
But is everyone in chat okay? Somebody put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. Just give them a chance to catch up. Can't see the 1 on the screen. Terry says no. B says 1. Okay, that's interesting. So they can't actually see that one. What about now?
There we go.
So this is the Hells Angels compound. They're moving into the suburbs of Maine. And they're expanding into the suburbs of Maine. Per the FBI there in Maine, they are an outlawed motorcycle gang that is involved with human trafficking, illegal drugs, and smuggling of guns. And they are moving into the suburbs of Maine.
What are you doing?
Can you please get away from my vehicle?
Can you get away from... Put the camera down and get out of here with it.
Can you get away from my vehicle?
Get the fucking camera out of here.
Get away from my vehicle.
Get the camera out of here.
Get away from my vehicle. Both of you.
What's your problem?
Get away from my vehicle right
Just
now.
Get the camera out of here.
Get away from my vehicle right now.
We're good.
Put the camera down and get out
I
of
do
here.
not have to. I'm an American citizen, and what I'm doing is legal.
What is it you
Yeah,
doing?
what?
Not your business. Move away from my vehicle right
I
now.
suggest you get the fuck out of here.
Right now. Would you say
I
you're
suggest-
threatening
I
me?
suggest you
You
get off.
threatening me?
No, absolutely not.
What are you gonna do, you little fucking punk? Don't you fucking
I'm
threaten
just
me.
hanging out. Why are you cursing
Why
at
don't
me?
you go get another fucking piercing in your face? Get
I
out.
probably will.
Get out and mind your business. Mind your business.
Take off, lady.
Mind your business.
Hey,
Get out of the
1984,
road.
put the fucking video camera back.
Get out of the road.
Well, you got issues, huh?
I suggest you take a nap, lady. Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
What are you doing? Huh? What the fuck are you
So the
doing?
Hells Angel has moved into the suburbs of Maine, so they're expanding their territory. You can see the severity of their aggression and how many of them have come out here. And so this is their compound, and they're involved per the FBI, illegal human trafficking, illegal drugs, and with them comes recruitment of other members in the area, which is going to go include neutral gang members that wear khaki pants, white shirts, and gray hoodies. So the Hells Angels is actually at the top of the hierarchy of what they've been doing. And if it isn't for us citizens out here to stop this, these crimes that are happening in Maine are not going to stop. Now they're worried. Look at it. This here, right down the road, is the Clinton, Maine. This is the Clinton, Maine, Canaan, right around the Clinton, Maine, Canaan line. So if you keep going down this way, you're going to go into Canaan. So the Hells Angels, good. The Hells Angels are not in, the Hells Angels are not in the cities. They're not in the cities anymore. They're moving to the suburbs. That's okay. Just stay. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. He's got a whip. Big fucking man with a whip.
Yeah, my girl likes it.
Also likes the chains too.
Well, you don't like
Got
it?
you
Yeah,
too.
it doesn't matter.
Get the fuck out of my face. How do
Doesn't
you like that
matter.
shit?
Doesn't
out
matter.
of my
It doesn't
face.
matter.
You're bothering us. We ain't bothering you.
I'm doing everything legal. It's not your business.
Yeah, no, I am too. How do you fucking like it?
Get out of
How
my
does it
face.
feel, lady? We got some crazy woman trying to interrupt our nice time.
Get out of my face.
Fuck out of here.
See how aggressive they are? He's got a gun. Is that a gun in your back pocket? Is that a gun in your back pocket? Is that a gun? Looks like a gun in his back pocket.
The fucking gloves in a wallet, you dumb cunt.
No, it looks like a handle. See, now what I'm doing is legal. I have the right to come out here as an American citizen and be on the road. I'm not on their property. I didn't approach them. I didn't say anything to them. You can see the severity of how aggressive they are.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, your lens cover's on.
Hey, yeah, take your lens cover off, dum-dum.
You realize you look like an idiot right now.
It's stop. All these good people that live out here that pay taxes. You know, we come out here to raise our families in good environments, out in the country, you know, so that we can have peace and our children can play outside. But you can't when you have this type of gang and activity moving in. In addition to that, I have connected another group that's an outlawed biker gang that's called the Exiles to them. And what I connected with that particular member in the Exiles is that they have a company that travels across New England and travels up into Canada. To keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to make this very clear. I am not saying that any of these men or any of this gang is doing anything illegal. I have no clue, and I'm not accusing any of these men of doing anything illegal at all. But it's the fact that this is a Hells Angels compound, which is confirmed. Look, doesn't even have a license plate on the front of his vehicle. His license plate number is 509 BELL. That's what his license plate number was, 509 BELL. And so they are confirmed as an outlawed biker gang. And per the FBI, again, per the FBI reports that I'm reading, the Hells Angels outlawed biker gang is involved with human trafficking, drugs, smuggling, guns, or transporting guns. And they are expanding into our rural communities. This is not big city gang. This is rural community now. And with them is going to come with recruitments. They're going to find recruitments in the area. And when they find recruitments, those are going to be called neutral gang members. And so there's a hierarchy in the gang. And I think I just did a really, really good job. Did you see how fast they were on me? They don't want to be videotaped. They don't want to be recorded. They don't want their faces. Nothing. Nothing. And that really upsets them. Isn't that something? And they're expanding into other areas. So this is a very serious.
Hey, Julie. Did the video stop?
Hello, I'm David Rose on location in Kitsap County, where the Spotlight has exclusive
I think that just
information
stopped.
on a horrific
Sorry.
homicide.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know. I don't know how long it is.
Yeah, I think that's all it was. I wasn't
Okay.
paying attention to the length. Sorry. You just get rid of that.
It's fine. Well, now my point to showing this, and you know what? The I'm not saying the lady was 100% correct on the way she went about it. But I will say this. When it comes to, like somebody coming up, to actually document something, to film something, and we always talk about, how frauditors, they always want to say, I'm here to exercise my rights or whatever, right? And they put the camera out to like whatever, right? This lady, like she is actually exercising her right. I think in the way that you would expect somebody to exercise it, to do something like that. You know what I mean? She stopped, yes, in the middle of the road, which is I don't think that's correct. I think that might be against the law. But she did stop away from them, and she was filming, and they were telling her, hey, like, yeah, it's annoying, don't film us or whatever. But she never actually got into their property or into their space. She was away. She was on the other side of the street, and even though it was annoying to them or whatever, it's not against the law for her to film in the way she was. Now, the other thing too is that if you notice, even though she is being annoying, like in the way she's yelling at them and stuff like that. Even though I don't think they necessarily came at her aggressively, they were just kind of like curious. Either way, um, she still knew information as far as like what she understood. She read some stuff about the FBI. She read some information, and she said, like, I know that the Hells Angels are involved with this and this and that. And she said she is not sure that they're involved in any of that. She just knows that from an FBI report, it says that the Hells Angels are involved with certain things. Now she is concerned for her neighborhood, which is, I think a cool thing for somebody who is really invested in the neighborhood so much that they would care so much to try to document something like that. Whether or not
Yeah.
she did it in the correct way, like that's debatable. And whether or not she needed to be antagonistic is debatable, of course. But there is no frauditor that does things that has done anything like this. Even the fact that she went there without being told, or without telling anybody that she was going to go there, she still, I think, did something more than any frauditor has ever done in any of their videos. Because first of all, she didn't have to tell them anything, because of course she was on the other side of the street. But the information that she did give, she didn't give it as an absolute. She just gave it as information that she understood. And she didn't say she was going to educate anybody. She just wants people to be aware that these people are there. Now, whether or not they're going to do anything bad, or whether they are bad or stuff like that, that's, again, that's not part of I want to highlight here. What I want to highlight is what an actual concerned citizen with a camera can do positively, that frauditors say that, they're going to exercise their right. What they do is just causing conflict. They're just trying to pick on people. This lady was not trying to pick on them. They came to her, and she defended herself. Like I said, debatable whether she did the right thing or not, going at them like that. But if you compare it to anything that any other frauditor has done, I don't think any frauditor would ever do anything like this. And I'm not even talking about Hell's Angels. I'm just talking about a situation where they could actually be, in a place where they would face a real confrontation.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with you there, Jerry. Because at the end of the day, she kind of put herself in a very dangerous position, based on her own assumptions. My understanding is the FBI information on Hell's Angels has been going on since the 70s. Even before that, I suspect. But realistically, what she's done is trying to do an information announcement for her local community as opposed to what fraudsters do, which is just to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, if you know, like I'd like to see somebody like Rogue, you know, compare a video that he does in comparison to what this lady did. You know what I mean? Like you could just see the difference between somebody who actually cares about, you know, community, about, you know, exercising a right that's going to protect her as far as like what she's trying to do, to someone who's just trying to, like create conflict. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
and again, like I said, maybe she in her head, prejudged these men, because we don't know whether they were doing illegal activities or not. Maybe she prejudged them, you know, like, so when they came to come talk to her, she was already in a, in a combative or standoffish kind of way that she treated them, and maybe that wasn't fair. But either way, they obviously didn't come. They didn't come and just like say like, hey ma'am, how you doing? They obviously they were a little bit more aggressive, and I guarantee you 100% there's not one frauditor that would stand and talk to those men like she did.
Oh, she had guts, definitely.
Oh yeah. And again, message of peace. I saw what you were putting. IME, like, absolutely. I'm not condemning the Hell's Angels, or even saying that like they're something, like they're this or they're that. You know what I mean? I understand that there are some chapters that have done some things that were against, maybe like their main, like codes and ethics and stuff like that. I understand how kind of like how biker gangs work in a sense. I've never really, hung out with any like real, biker gangs, like say in illegal terms. I have gone to like Sturgis and stuff like that, hung out with people, like that were bikers and stuff. And like I said, this is not a thing about the bikers versus the lady and whether her ideals are correct or not. This is about, like somebody actually doing something for their community. You know what I mean? Like somebody who actually has a real passion for their community and is exercising their right in the form that would be to help their community. Not not to say that she's 100% correct in the way she did it, or what she's saying about them. I'm just saying that there is no frauditor that actually looks for this kind of situation. They go to, buildings that are filled with people who are just going to work, soft targets. They never go to something that's like this, or look for real situations that would need some involvement like this. You know what I mean?
Well, the frauditors are wimps, aren't they? Let's be honest. I mean, this lady showed more courage than any frauditor ever has. I don't think that her methods were correct. I think her ideology maybe came from a good place, but I also think she put herself at a lot of risk not knowing the situation. But as mentioned in the comments in chat there, in my experience, most biker gangs are actually quite good people. So she's made assumptions and kind of like opposed an opinion that she already had about the Hells Angels prior to meeting them.
Correct.
Did she do it? She did it from a good place, I guess. But
yeah, and my thing, like I said, my thing isn't about her ideals. It's just that, like when it comes to, like the actual act of using your camera to document something, like as far as something that's concerning to you in your community, whether you agree with it or not. Like I said, it's something more important than what frauditors do. And there's no frauditor that's doing something like that. Like I said, it's not about the ideals. Again, I would not agree with anybody who would tell me like, oh, I'm gonna go film the Hells Angels at their compound. Like I would say, like maybe like you should let the cops deal with that, or if you feel like there's some kind of like nefarious goings on, like document it in a different way. But like as far as like saying if somebody had to go out there and like put a camera in somebody's face and like say like have a presence like that, what frauditors do, I would only agree with it if they're doing it like to do something like this. Not saying
Yeah.
that I agree with her ideals. I'm just saying that she's doing it for her community. She's doing it to document something that she feels is something that she should, but she didn't trespass. She didn't go to their compound, and she didn't conclude anything. She didn't say that's what they're doing. She said, according to my research,
Yeah.
this is what they do, but I'm not saying that this is what these guys do. And she stated it out loud. Now, like I said, I don't agree with her being so combative with them, but then again, that's just I guess like an interaction thing, whether people, and again, another good point to put out there for the frauditors who like to say, oh, well, I don't know why you're getting all upset because it's just a camera. Well, here you have it. You know what I mean? Hell's
Hmm.
Angels, people, these guys who are, like, I mean, like, who you gonna say that these guys are freaking out? Like these guys are just hanging out, but they don't want somebody filming them either, whether or not they're doing something good or bad. Like it's like they don't want to get filmed either, so
They're
they
no
want
different to the
to.
people in the post office that don't want to get filmed. They're just going about their day. They don't need somebody filming them to do that. And for whatever reason, they came on a bit heavy, but fair enough. And it's completely different to any frauditor video you'll see, because you're right. She kept herself to herself. She came about it a little bit heavy, but then part of that was probably protecting herself as well because she had her own fear agenda, I guess. But overall, it's night and day to what you would see from a frauder. She was actually had an agenda to actually help her community. She did it the right way, you know. And
Uh,
I mean, I
and
can't ever see someone like Rogue ever doing something like this because it
oh
wouldn't make
no,
him any money.
no, and rest in peace. Yes, this is exactly my point. Is that she is acting like a frauditor, but in a sense, if I had to, if I ever heard about frauditors and they were like this lady, whether, like I said, whether or not I agree with what she's her ideals on the situation, because I don't. It's not about her ideals to the situation, because that's not what I agree with. The thing about it is that what I'm saying is frauditors don't look for things like this. They don't look for things that they could actually, like that actually affect something locally, something in the community. You know what I mean? They don't look for anything like that, and they never like have information that's correct. They talk about education and stuff like that, but they never have correct information, and they always speak in absolutes, like if they know everything. And this lady did not speak in absolutes, although, like I said, you may not agree with her ideals, with how she feels about them, because obviously her opinion is that these men are gangsters or whatever. They're gonna do whatever they're gonna do, um, which like I don't agree with. But the point is that she did say she is not aware of them doing any illegal activities. She just knows that from FBI reports that that's what she heard that Hell's Angels do, and she is just looking out for her community. Now that's I think that's a good virtue. Like, did she execute it in a good way? No. Do I agree with most of the things she said? No. But I just think if I ever had to run into a frauditor, and if this was the example of a frauditor, I would be more okay with this than what frauditors do. And also, like on the other side, to show frauditors that people freaking out for a camera, it's not just people behind an office. There are bikers who don't like being filmed, and they will come and tell you. So just another example of them thinking that, oh, everybody should be okay with it. No, not everybody's okay with it. Like, and you shouldn't be doing that. And you guys know what you're doing because you guys pick soft targets. You would never do something like this, what this lady did. And that's the only credit I give this lady, is that she went to go do this, and she may have some terrible ideas, but she has some big cojones, and that's the only credit I'm giving her.
Who's that troll Peck in your chat there?
Oh, I'm sorry, Peck. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot. Yeah, yeah. They're keeping. They are keeping the people from Sheridan from getting those darn speeding tickets. And
Sheridan is so much happier now.
oh my gosh, it's Peck. I love you. You know that. You know you're my favorite bot, right? You know that, right?
He's a great bot to have. I feel sorry for Sheridan having to put up with that screaming goat going there every week.
Yeah, well, this is a piece. Like I said, I don't agree with her with our ideals as far as like her saying like that she fears for her community based on Hell's Angels. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that point. Absolutely. Like I think that she's probably either jumping to conclusions or letting her mind get carried away with things that she's read online. Obviously, that's not that is like I said, it's not my point. That is not my point in bringing up this video. My point is that you know nothing that fraudsters do as far as their supposed journalism or whatever comes close to anything like this. Whether or not you agree with what with the ideals or not, you know what I mean. That's all I'm saying. It's just an example of what a real concerned citizen is. Like to a person who's just looking for clicks and views and to make money. You know what I mean? That's the point I'm trying to make. It has nothing to do with like I said, her prejudging I think is bad, and I also don't think you should go to any place like that that you don't know, especially if you think it's dangerous, and start doing stuff like that. I don't I wouldn't say it's okay, but I do think that she has some, at least some sort of character that she's able to go do that for her community, that she cares that much. Now, again, like, do I agree with the ideals? Do I agree with her saying, "Oh yeah, these guys are this or these guys"? Nah, of course not. Like, I would be the first one to tell you that. Because I have plenty of friends you know, who dressed a certain way, who have been judged a certain way or whatever, and I didn't like that, and I wouldn't accept that, either. But that is not my point. My point is not her ideals towards the Hell's Angels is not my point. But my point to showing the video is to show that frauditors are not ever doing anything for their communities, and they never have a point to the things that they do. So that's basically what I'm saying, and also the fact that they always pick soft targets. They always pick people that they can pick on. They never go after people that will come after them or will give them back the same kind of either attitude or bully that they give.
Yeah, I think you made a good point, Jerry, because it's a completely different type of fraud if you want to go down that way of looking at it. And you're right, it doesn't matter whether it's Hell's Angels or whatever. That isn't the point of the video, I guess. And I agree with you in a lot of ways that it's very different to what a fraud would do, and I agree that a fraud would never do it. But I think there are similarities in what she did to frauditors, like Vestige said about the use of some of the words in the script. It does make you wonder whether or not she has part of that outlook already, or
It's possible. It's possible. I still believe that, regardless, like I said, regardless of whether or not I believe in what she's saying, because I don't. I still think that her intentions are, or at least her what she's doing is not for clicks and views. It's not for money. She's doing it for the actual concern of her neighborhood. Now, again, I know people like this. I know people who've lived in my neighborhood who are people who just see somebody come in. They go, it's the old adage. There goes the neighborhood, right? They see somebody come in. They're like, oh, okay, here we go. Here comes these people, and then they become invested and trying to see what these people are involved in. Now, of course, like that's I don't think that's nice or a cool attitude to have. But even though like there are some people who do that for the wrong reasons. Some people do it for the right reasons, and their heart is in the right place. They're just doing things the wrong way. Like they're seeing it the wrong way, or they're executing in the wrong way. I think that if you are somebody who is concerned about your neighborhood, there's ways to go about it. If you feel like something is like somebody looks like they might be trouble or whatever, it's good to try to get to know them. I think that maybe trying to get to know them in a friendly way and see how they like they react to you. First, get to know them before you like judge them or think that they're automatically going to be bad people. Like there's other ways of handling it. Like where she could have got to know them in a different way and not have to be so combative. And that would be my advice to her if she was so concerned. But that's what
Mm.
I mean. Is that it's not. It's I don't think her heart was in the wrong place when it comes to her neighborhood. I think it was in the wrong place in the way she judged.
Her execution was very bad.
Yeah, her execution was terrible. But you can't say I can't not give her credit for standing up to them. Like that's one thing I like as much as I don't agree. I know a lot of people who are like that lady that the minute the people that they think are bad or whatever, they wouldn't stand up to them. They're run into their house or whatever and call the cops or you know what I mean? Like it becomes a whole big issue because they can't just come up to them and talk to them. She at least
I,
could do
I,
that.
I, I'll give her I'll give her an 8 for having the bravery for doing it. I'll give her a -10 for the way she executed it.
Yes, yes.
I'll give her a
that would be
5 on a
my
fraud scale, I guess.
yes. That would be my grade as well. I absolutely give her like maybe like an 8 or a 7 on being able to do what she did for her community, but her execution is terrible, and of course her prejudice is something that is not something that should be tolerated.
Yeah.
I really do not agree with her ideals. I just wanted to show something on somebody who actually is concerned and will exercise their rights in a more productive way. That's all I'm saying. It's just that everything every frauditor does, there's nothing that has to do with anybody, and they make it about themselves, and there's no story. And so
They are
that
the story.
they are the story, yes. And so and as you can see, even though they came at her and stuff like that, and even though she had a like a confrontation, be it a mild confrontation, right? Of course she'll play it up, but she still didn't say like don't talk to me like that or I'm gonna call the cops. You notice that even though she got into all of that, she still did not make it a personal thing between them. She still said like
Oh, I think
I'm
she
just
made it a
gonna
personal thing between them the moment she started judging them before meeting them.
well, in that sense, yeah, but she's labeling all of them. You know what I mean? She's putting a label on all of them, but she's not like when the confrontation happened, she could have been like like what's your name or like I'm gonna find out who you are and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like she just it was just part of the deal. Like it was it just wasn't like like how fraudsters are. Cambacks, whatever it is, they take it so personally that they have to go and get at the person. I don't think that's what she was doing. Now, she did go after that one guy talking about you got a gun or whatever, of course, But again, she didn't make it just about that guy. And that's what I mean is that like even though she has her thoughts or she's wrong about the way she's preaching them or whatever, she never talked in absolute. She never said that they were that. She just said that that's what she heard. She feels like that's what's going to happen, and those are all her opinions. She didn't claim it as fact. She didn't say that she knew everything that was going on in there. She's concerned. She might be. Some might consider her nosy, and some might consider the fact that she went to go do that to be absolutely the wrong way to deal with it. And I would say that too. But when it comes to comparing it to what frauditors do, I would say she did more than any frauditor has ever done in any of their videos.
Awesome. What else you got
That's what
for
I
us this
mean.
morning, Jerry?
And and the thing is that like I'm glad Message of Peace brought that stuff up because I probably see my like I said, my whole thing was to just bring up the fact that I'm comparing it to what frauditors do, right? Like I completely forgot about, and I did think about this the first time I saw it about her prejudice and how I thought she was a Karen, but I just like I didn't in my thoughts of like how I wanted to compare it, I completely forgot about that aspect until Vestige of Peace started talking about it, and I'm glad she did because it's like it allowed me to come back to that point because I do want to make it clear that I don't agree with her prejudice. I really don't agree with that. I don't see people that way, and I don't judge people that way. I really don't like people who do that kind of stuff where they say, "Oh, here comes a biker," or "Here comes like this." You know what I mean? I've seen it too much in my
Yeah, she
my
brought her
opinion.
preconceptions to the show, didn't she? Let's be honest. She already had a view on bikers in general, and especially Hell's Angels. She obviously knew or did a little bit of research. How up to date that is, I'm not sure of. Like I say, I mean, I've heard about FBI investigations into Hell's Angels here in the UK, about the US Hell's Angels. I mean, and we've heard about it for years. So her going on, oh, they're being investigated now for drugs and stuff. It's like, well, it might not even be these people. So why are you bringing it up? Um, there was a lot of preconceptions that she came about, and she had her own agenda. Yes, we can argue that she was trying to protect her town or area, but these people, these Hells Angels, actually may be bringing more money into the area by spending money in their town, and
or
so
or who knows, maybe even bringing like goodwill. I mean, you don't really know. Like I remember and it's funny because I used to work at the Los Angeles Mission for maybe for like 6 months or something like that. Like when I was starting my security career back in the day. And I remember one time they did have something like that where the Hells Angels and a couple of biker gangs came and they brought a bunch of clothes, a bunch of stuff for people that were in Skid Row, and a lot of them were ex-military, and a lot of them were very very patriotic, very helpful people. Like uh, it was crazy because like I remember at the time that one show um Sons of Anarchy was out, and I remember I was a big fan of Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, I love that show, and so I remember asking them about some of the stuff of Sons of Anarchy, and they laughed it off because they were just like, yeah, nah, like we just like to ride, and they were telling me about Sturgis and a bunch of other stuff, but yeah, like I don't I've that's about as close as I've ever come to like having a real like interaction with as far as like bikers go. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen like like the too terrible side. I know that it is out there though. I mean, Vestige of Peace is not like I'm not gonna be naive to like. I mean, I know that there are people that prejudge people, like people in my neighborhoods and stuff like that, and I know
mhm.
that there's people that prejudge bikers, but let's also not like be naive to the fact that there isn't that element either. That there
It's the
isn't
same
people
with
that
any group. It's the same with any group, I think,
right.
Jerry. And my experience, I mean, we do have Hells Angels in the UK. My dad used to ride before he got too old to ride, and he used to be in a gang, and he's known some of the UK Hells Angels, and we've spoken about it, and they're some of the nicest guys he ever rode with. So I I'm a bit on Vestige side here because I wouldn't prejudge any biker,
Now
especially just on their reputation. Because it's reputation. The Hells Angels do loads for charity.
no,
They
no,
do
yeah,
charity
no.
rides every year.
Again, like I said, prejudging, not my thing. Prejudging,
No.
regardless of what they are, not my thing. I don't prejudge anybody. No matter what kind of history, like their group or whatever, people have said about, this group or that group or the people or whatever, like Prejudging is something that I never do. I'm not cool with it, and I don't practice it. I'm just saying as far as like do those are there actual like people have done bad in those groups? Yeah, like and that's something that I won't
Oh
that I
yeah,
also won't be don't deny that
I think it
that
was,
that, that has
wasn't it
happened. There's a reason why
Monterey
the
Festival where the Hells Angels were doing all the security, and that all went a bit sideways, didn't it? So I
huh?
think it was Monterey back in the '60s. Was it Monterey Festival? I'm sure somebody in chat will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. I think they were. Was it when the Rolling Stones played in America? I can't remember exactly. I've seen footage of it, but there was like riots from Hells Angels were hired to be the bouncers at the event, and it all got a bit out of hand.
Well, like I said, this is not this, I the video is not an attack against bikers. That's all
No,
I want
no,
to say.
not at
That
all.
there's
And
never
please,
there's never an attack on bikers. I love Vestige of Peace, and I will never prejudge anybody. And I don't agree with her ideals. This was just me showing that there are different ways of exercising your rights and more effective and more I guess you could say more involved ways when it comes to what someone should do as far as like doing what these fraudsters say they should do. But the main point is that fraudsters don't go after targets like that. They don't go after people that are not gonna you know what I mean. It's not gonna be a situation where they have you know somebody that they could just talk over or people that are gonna be nice to them. You know what I mean? Like they always go for those soft targets because they um they simply are trying to create a conflict and they're trying to stress out people who are not trying to be stressed out like that. And I think that's not fair. And if they were to go after people like this, even though, like I said, I don't agree with it, but if they went after people like this, like that could actually take it, or go after cops that are willing to give it back to them, then I would have, maybe a little bit more respect. I still wouldn't agree with their tactics, but at least have a little bit more respect. Yeah, that was my point. And the other point was that like they try to make it a thing where like, oh, you shouldn't worry about the camera or whatever. But obviously, even people like who are thick skinned who could take it would not like it if you went over there and started recording them, regardless of whether you know whatever feelings you had or whatever. It's not cool to be recording people when they don't want to be recorded, and it doesn't matter how you think, oh, it's just a camera or whatever. It's not just a camera. People don't like it, and they'll never pick a target like these guys right here that will come at them like that because they're not they're fake tough guys that won't stand up for anything.
yeah, 100%. And I think we need to kind of like maybe take the content away. So in that sense, like forget the fact that it was Hell's Angels. Just more in the fact that it was somebody doing it for the right reasons as opposed to fraudsters that do it for all the wrong reasons and then make out they're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, yeah. And I think it got away from us a little bit because of the whole.
Yeah, that's probably. I think we both squirreled.
But I absolutely, like I said, I absolutely appreciate Vestige of Peace for bringing it up. I like in my thought process, I forgot to bring that up. I forgot to talk about it. So maybe that's why I've kind of like rambled on it a little bit because I didn't get to organize my thoughts on it. But the truth is, like Vestige of Peace, I really do appreciate you bringing it up because it allowed me to expand on like as far as how I felt about that because I did not agree with what she was saying about them. So thank you for that. And as far as wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna shift everything here. You haven't heard from Jimbo Salacious? Ay, ay, ay. Well, I mean, don't feel intrusive about it, Salacious. If 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 he said if Jimbo if you feel like Jimbo's getting annoyed, just make it as a call for each one of us, because if I had his number, I'd call him. I'm kind of like Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I'm with you, Salacious. You know, keep trying. You know, like keep trying. See if you can get a hold of him somehow. You know, like I'm. You know, like since I haven't seen him, like I think I only got to be on his live this week, like only like two times, and I didn't see him both times. I feel kind of weird, and he's usually like sending me messages and stuff like not messages, but like he's usually in my community posts and my like when I put up a live stream or whatever, he's usually like one of the first ones on, and I'm concerned. I really am.
Yeah, I think he was. I can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday. I saw Jimbo in Hez's stream, but I haven't heard anything since.
Oh boy, yeah, yeah, and it's just really strange, right? Message a piece like not to see him on our like on the regular I mean, if I didn't see him, if I don't see him at Frauditer Wranglers, I'll see him at at Frauditer Trolls, or like I'm always seeing him around the chats, and it just feels so weird not to see him pop up. So I'm like, it just starting to get to that point where it's like something's off. I don't know, like it makes me want to just like just to hear him say like everything's okay, like or
Yeah.
like hey guys, sorry I haven't said nothing or whatever, like.
Hopefully, it's just that he hasn't paid his internet connection and it's all
I hope it's
good.
that. I hope it's yeah. I hope it's that. I hope it's that. Like I hope it's something silly. I hope that maybe it's just like he's more than anything. I hope that he's like probably having fun somewhere, and it's just like he's just not he's having so much fun. He's not thinking about his phone or coming on YouTube.
He's won the lottery and he doesn't care about us anymore. That's what it is.
That,
He's living it up in the Costa del Blanca.
I would be ecstatic if that was the
Yeah,
case.
that would be the best. That would be the best.
That would be the best. I wouldn't even care if he forgot about me because he won the lottery. I wouldn't even care. Just the fact that I saw that he was okay, that'd be fine with me.
Hopefully, somebody will be able to get a hold of him and make sure he's okay.
Yeah,
Wish you all the best, Jimbo, if you can hear us.
yeah, Jimbo. Let us know what's going on with you, buddy. If you can hear us. Whew. Okay, well, does anybody have something that they want to check out? Maybe do you know if the if there's a stream up about what's his name Jeremiah Payne getting arrested? Do you know if that's out there, or do you know if anybody has it?
Are you referring to me or chat? Because I don't have it.
Actually, everybody in general, just anybody who knows anything about that. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, Joshua. By the way, what's up, Playboy? I don't know if I told you what's up already. Uh, oh, did you just put the
K-Fars.
video out?
K-Fars supposedly has a video.
Could you look for it, Graham? That's if you want to, if you're not tired or anything.
I've got lots to do for the show, but as soon as it's you, I'll see if I can find it.
What's up, Playboy? Okay, well, we'll see if Graham can pull it up. Let me check it out. Uh, I'm glad you're back too, Joshua Lee. I was kind of feeling the same way about you for a minute there, and when I saw you pop up, I think I saw the first time I saw you pop up in a long time. I saw you pop up on Johnny O's, and I was like, Joshua Lee, what the heck, man? Yeah, you had me worried for like about a month, bro. Unclean Hands has it too. Oh man, hey, are you guys excited for Unclean Hands going on his first live? Oh boy, for real? Yeesh. Um, no, people. Do you got a wrench? Did I give you a wrench? Uh, if not, then I don't see it because I haven't seen it. Do, 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 do. Could you do you have a do you have a wrench, people? Ah, I think I think I remember you saying talking about that on I want to say Artie's live. I just know that it was nice to see you. You know, like too, like after like I think it was like it felt like a full month of not seeing you, man. It, really vestige. I thought didn't I hadn't given you a wrench. I thought I gave you and P Buns a wrench. Okay, one second, guys, one second. Where is that? Where, Gordo, where'd you put my?
I think I've got K-File's video up.
Okay, cool. Let me. Give me that. My cat's sleeping on my phone. Okay.
You'll probably have to present it again.
Oh, it's up. It's up. Can you make it full screen?
That's what I'm just trying to work out for you. Hold on. How's that? That looks a bit bad, doesn't it? There you
go. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. And I'm about to throw some wrenches at people right now. Hope they can dodge and dive. Okay, here we go. That's loud.
How you doing there, Jerry? Do you need this playing?
Sorry about that. I'm sorry. It's because I'm throwing some wrenches out there. Did everybody get their wrench?
B-Van's got a wrench.
Okay. All right. Well, I believe everybody got. There you go. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so everybody should have a wrench, and everybody that's here should have a wrench right now. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. All right, now we can get to the video.
Okay, let's play this for you.
Okay, guys, so we haven't done it this style in a long time, but this just happened. It is midnight, 12:12 a.m., March 18th. Jeremiah Payne is on a live stream with Indiana Auditor and some random, I think some Swedish guy. He started the stream needing $600. Now he's down to like $200. I'm assuming get a hotel room because the guy likes e-begging. What can I say? Now I'm going to shut up because this happens.
If you ever go anywhere, bro, son, go to Colorado.
Yeah, either that or go see like Yellowstone or something like that.
Can you stand normal? Say, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
No, you. Come on. Close your eyes. Hi.
Hi.
I'm a sleeping spot. Come on, baby. Where's everyone? Ah! Yes.
Hey, sweet. Have you ever watched those videos where they catch predators?
Yeah, I did. I have seen that.
Yeah. How is it in Sweden? I know it's different in the United States. You have to call the cops. But I've been watching the ones from the UK.
I think we also saw it for the kids.
They can. They actually can. Like do a citizen arrest and hold them.
I have not watched them. I have not watched them in UK, but there is a few channels I've heard about that runs around doing the same thing that they're doing in America, and there's there's one famous athlete that was abused as a kid who started a web page where they out people who are predators.
Yeah.
So they get outed instead.
It's just that America is so messed up. Like there's this one guy who used to catch predators and got arrested for kidnapping just because the predator got in his car.
Really?
Yeah. But in the
Who is
UK,
that? You ever watch Justin Payne?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's good.
Is this choking?
Yeah, it was. I'm not a big fan of.
Want to drink your milk?
Oh God.
And yes, there is a relation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Colorado Pet Patrol. Thomas Fellows. He's I like him. He's a good guy. He does a good job.
Oh yeah.
But
one thing that's different, big difference between America and Sweden, that's license plates on cars.
It's go time.
If you have a license plate, you can see in 2 seconds the owner and the 3 previous owners and everything about the car, address, phone number, everything, and that's public information in Sweden.
Really?
Yep, that's it.
Hi. I don't know.
Wow.
There's a lot less road rage. That does not even. It's very little road rage compared to America.
Come in. Come in.
You think it's different? You would think there'd be more road rage because people would know their address.
Logan County, you go to court.
You know, it doesn't work that way.
Where's Logan County?
Hey, what's going on now?
Come here, Fowler. I didn't think y'all transferred.
They got an extradition. They're going to take that vote.
What does that mean?
Hey guys, we're being arrested, both of us, me and Samantha both, for Russellville, Kentucky warrants.
Oh.
Let me call John.
What the hell?
Don't get warrants, kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to call.
I mean, I don't mean you.
Fuck.
No, I don't understand you either, Fowler. Oh my God. And we got to check out the motel in the morning. And now we won't be able to check out the motel. Oh my God, they're going to throw away all of our stuff.
Come on, officers, show some mercy.
Oh my God.
Jeremiah, you mind just, Mr. Payne, you mind just putting your knife on the desk? Don't make me.
Oh.
So we have a failure to appear for arraignment.
Guys, we're being arrested for Russellville, Kentucky warrants.
$750 is my.
Where did you see that?
Mine's $750 to get out, and we don't have $750. Oh my God, what is that? Failure to owner to maintain required. Like,
Is there?
Failure to appear for.
I don't know if officers
Okay,
will
I don't
even
know.
talk to me.
I didn't understand. Okay, so, but I didn't think. Sure. I didn't think Kentucky could come into Tennessee.
Your arrest
So
warrant,
I'm so confused.
your arrest warrant is for theft of theft and shoplifting. They're
What?
stating this warrant that you stole a bicycle and then you put the bicycle in a Penske rental truck and drove off. They've got that on camera. So that's what your warrants are for, is for shoplifting and also for driving on a suspended or revoked license. Your license is not valid, so that's.
I know that. I've not been.
What's your birthday?
5/30/78.
Okay, so, but you don't have a bond.
That's what your warrant is for there. And
Okay, then what is my
they
bond?
sent us an extradition stating that if we take you into custody, they will pick you up.
I thought they'd get an extra day.
No, they did today.
I didn't think it could.
I can't. They wanted you, they said they can't.
Have a new agreement that it's relatively new with the state of Kentucky, Tennessee does, where they will move it to.
All right, so I know I've talked about this until the cows come home at this point. If a state has a warrant and it's, oh my God, right next to it, Kentucky and Tennessee, turns out they touch, they will extradite if they want you bad enough. Where I worked in a jail in Michigan, we had to extradite somebody from Georgia or to Georgia. Michigan and Georgia is a hike. So it does happen if they want you bad enough. If you try to run from the law, then yes, you will probably get a warrant and they will extradite you.
Got people on their charges and they would vice versa.
Not
Because we had such a bad
No,
problem.
but she can come get scouted.
Yeah.
What's gonna
Okay,
happen with
okay.
Skylar?
You want to go to Uncle Johnny?
So for Mammy, yes.
Okay, hold on.
We're going to Kentucky. I mean, if the cop could just take her to Russellville, where,
I wish we could.
I know.
That'd be great.
I mean, the cop is coming to get us. I mean,
If we took you straight to Russellville, it'd be a violation of your rights. We can't do that. We're gonna do it the right way.
no, I'm worried about my kid.
Oh, no,
No.
take care of call.
Yeah, no,
Mama
kids
or
will be
whoever you gotta call.
Oh my God.
Officer?
If these two were genuinely worried about their child, they would not be living on the street. They would not be e-begging every single day to get at a hotel room. They would go out and get these things called jobs. I technically have a job that I work a few hours a week. How you doing? Yeah, so to the auditors, to the sovereign citizens, the KFAR doesn't have a job. I get more than Jeremiah Payne, and that's all that matters. They don't care about this kid. He sure as shit doesn't care about his two other sons that he just let go of. Take care of your business, don't get warrants, and we continue.
We're going to have to stay a long time because I don't have $750.
Officer.
Oh, baby, it won't be forever.
It won't be
No,
forever.
baby. Don't tell you that. Come here, don't tell her a long time. It won't be forever. It won't be for, listen, it won't be
For a
forever.
couple
baby.
days, Scott.
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
don't-
Officer.
I'll come meet you,
Can you
okay?
hear me? Officer, can you tell me how much the bond is?
Your warrant is for failure to maintain insurance, also for operating the vehicle.
They don't want to talk.
Hey, John, you need to call me 911.
It was mine. It was my Suboxone. I mean, yeah, I know.
Prescription, you get Skylar. 2 years of prescription, not for call container.
Yeah, my lyrics.
Charges.
Okay.
They'll have a copy of the warrants up there, okay?
So I have to either pay $750 to get out. or
That's
I'm
above
stuck there.
us. The bond and all that stuff we don't do with the bond. We're just gonna give you a ride and they'll come pick you up. What's your birthday?
Do I have a bond?
1480.
1480.
Let me see Jeremiah's. I'll see if there's a bond listed on that, so. You won't have,
Hey, I don't
you won't
know.
have a bond with us, but once you get up to.
You're in
what
debt or
we've got,
not.
You'll have a bond with them. Let me see.
But we've got an emergency, a bunch of,
Mom,
troopers,
Mom.
a bunch of Roberts County sheriffs just showed up at our door.
5.
And they're arresting me and Jeremiah on charges from Kentucky in Russellville. And
We need to get a.
my
hotel
bond
to get
is seven.
Skylar.
Jeremiah doesn't have a bond, so
The
there's
warrant
no
doctor
telling how
Kentucky,
long
they
they're gonna
arrested
keep
me
them.
and Samantha.
And my bond is $750 and they're gonna keep me until
So
it's paid in Russellville.
They're giving me.
I know it's a lot of money.
There's no bond.
And
Here.
we have nobody to take Skylar to
All right.
marry. We have nobody to get her to marry.
She's calling my brother now. to
And-
try to get
Okay.
out of it.
Where's he
That's
live?
fine. He lives right there.
They're gonna, we don't pay the motel in the morning. All of our stuff is
Gone.
gone. We don't know. Please, I need your help.
Officer,
I'm sorry, but I need y'all's help.
Baby, we'll get out.
With nobody.
We'll get out.
So with Jeremiah not having a bond, and him having one,
Nobody.
oh my God, what the
there's
fuck?
nowhere for Skylar to go.
It's
Please, I need
retaliation.
your help.
So
Officer, would you please speak with me for a second?
Oh, sorry. I guess you're gonna go watching people.
No, we just have to.
Well, we don't want to watch.
I mean, I didn't mean it like that.
Watch, Pete. We're still stay close.
I need to pee too, but I was trying not to pee because I didn't want to. Oh my God.
Officer.
Oh,
Officer.
Skylar, I'm so sorry. Your parents.
It's fine.
You keep fucking like
Everybody.
So this Indiana auditor guy keeps saying, officer, officer, officer. You see this thing in my ear? It's an earbud. It means if anybody's in the room with me, nobody can hear what's going on my screen. So him going, officer, 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 it's probably in Jeremiah Payne's ear, and he's the only one hearing it. That's why they're ignoring him.
Forgets course dates from sometime. It's okay. It ain't nothing serious.
Yeah, but I'll never come up with $750. Never come up with that kind of money.
Yep.
There's no way. I'll never come up with that. And you don't even have a bond, so
I know that, and it doesn't say, so it may be.
I mean, that's what I'm afraid of too.
You're supposed to be out here in the morning?
Yes, or pay for the week. For the next week.
I'll say
And we
something to management down there.
Is there any way y'all can come back and arrest these tomorrow?
No.
We
We got sent over here specifically for this. Somebody from the live stream, I guess, saw y'all live streaming and heard that you had a warrant out of Logan County. Of course, we called Logan County and they called us. So
We didn't know. Wait, what?
anytime that we get to
Fucking God damn it,
out here, we
motherfucker.
have to follow up on it.
We never said.
This is the problem with the auditing community. So this guy, Indiana auditor over here, is yelling, mad at the trolls, which at this point just mean people more educated than him. He's mad at the trolls for going, hey, doesn't Jeremiah have a warrant? Instead of going, Jeremiah, why haven't you taken care of your stuff? Like, why haven't you been an adult and taken care of your business?
That on the live stream, but that's not.
Somebody
Whoever called you,
called
threatened
you.
you. Yes,
Somebody called me
you
and
like an
threatened me
hour
and said
ago.
that they
threatened
knew
you.
the room we were in and I was gonna die tonight. Are you
Yeah.
serious? Yeah.
Yes, sir. But instead, I guess they called y'all and had us arrested.
Well, ain't nobody dying tonight. I can promise you that.
That's not what
No, I'm just saying.
Well, no, I know. I mean, I know that. I mean,
Hey, so yeah, we're
Hey,
both
Samantha,
arrested. So
What,
in my
what are
bond,
they going to do with your stuff?
I don't know what we're gonna do with their stuff. They're gonna ask the people, the motel people.
Hey, random garbage, meet trash can. That's what's going to happen.
To let it just stay in the room, I guess. I mean, we still are $220 short from paying
But,
it.
okay,
And my bond, I have a bond. It's $750.
can you use
Indiana,
any
I
of
got to
that?
get out. Jeremiah doesn't have a bond at all. And if I don't get out, Skylar has to go.
And
So
it's
please,
too late. It's too
Logan
late to
County
get
jail
a
for both
storage
of us.
place.
My bond's $750.
And
Okay.
I can't hear what you're saying.
anything about your bond, Jeremiah. So it's
I don't
It's
know.
in his ear.
I don't have any idea what you're saying because I can't hear you.
I'm
But
sorry.
I can't
Okay.
hear you. I'm hoping you can hear me. Shake your head. Yes.
I can hear. Yes.
Somebody saw it on the live.
on the side.
Somebody turn it up. Somebody
Traveling.
Turn the volume down there.
Somebody saw
I
it.
can
Somebody
hear
from Logan called Logan County that was on this live stream and had them come out and arrest us.
What the fuck? Goddamn trolls.
Yeah. So listen, if you can just find a way to help us. I have a bond at $750 cash. Jeremiah does not have one at all. We have nowhere for Skylar to go at the moment. We're trying to figure that out. So at least I got to get out of jail because we all know our stuff's going to be here with nobody, and Skylar has nobody. So Russellville, Logan County, Kentucky is where we're headed to. Please,
Okay.
if you can help somehow come up with it to get me out, because Tyler has nowhere to go, and his mom won't be able to keep her for more than a couple days with her health, and her apartment complex won't let her. And so, yeah.
Officers,
The cops are
is
standing
there
here. We're
anything
trying
that
to
they can
figure
do
out
with
how
their
to get
stuff?
Skylar to Mary's. I guess. Can I smoke a cigarette, please?
All right, so this is where we're gonna end the video. It's been 15 minutes. I'll keep you guys updated. I know probably Dummy Kruger. I know Kick and Dog Detective. Probably Tones. Probably everybody's gonna put this video out. Enjoy it. We knew it was coming. We told them it was coming. But like every auditor, no, it's not. I didn't do anything wrong. Clearly you did. And I'm trying really hard not to swear, but everybody enjoy your day, because Jeremiah Payne isn't.
Wow, that was something else.
That was awesome.
Oh boy, wow, wow.
That was,
Hmm.
I how I'm kind of speechless because I can just imagine the people in the chat are now trying to, not our chat but his chat, like on that stream, are like all clubbing together to try and get him out or get both of them out when they overlook the reason why he was taken in the first place. It's
Yeah, I mean, K4. That's why, like, I really didn't have much to say. I mean, K4 said it all. I mean,
yeah,
at
absolutely.
at some point, it's like, like you got to look beyond your. There's so many things that are much more important in life, and I think, like when it comes to kids, like you gotta. I mean, put away everything that is going on, and you gotta tell people like that. Like, why aren't you taking care of your warrant? You know what I mean? It's like I can't see. I've said it before. Like, I can't see, like letting down my cat, let alone if I had a child out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's so weird to me that there's people out there that could have their kids and, you know just not give a damn. Like, it's like you're not alone. Like, you have a responsibility. Like, for even if you're when your kid grows up and they leave the nest or whatever, and like you never have another kid, you know up until that point you have a responsibility. I don't see how people can just shrug it off. It's odd to me. It's just, I don't know.
Well, I don't understand it. I don't have children, that's by the by, but it does mean that I don't have that kind of like parental knowing how people would do it. But as a human being, I wouldn't bring a child into the world if I didn't want to look after it. So why did they bring a child into the world that they don't want to look after?
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's like just like an added, like I get a little bit more upset because this is like, um me and my girlfriend that I had for about 5 years, and she couldn't have kids. She couldn't have kids, and so um, it's for her. Like, well, she sees situations like that where, like it's it, she would do anything. I mean, anything to even have the opportunity to have her own child. And to see people who are able, and they just squander that. It's like, I know for her it's very heartbreaking, and the like, as time passes, and like, I feel like, maybe there was maybe a missed opportunity. I don't know. Like, it just, I feel the same way. You know what I mean? It's like
I understand that. Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest issue here is not whether or not they're bad parents, because everyone knows they are. I think everyone wants to know if it was a hotel or a house they were in. That seems to be the big issue in chat.
Well, I hope not. I mean, I really hope that they could find a better home for that little girl, because uh, I just hate to. She deserves a chance. She deserves a chance to, you know to live a better life. I hope she does. I really hope she does.
Chatbot is saying it's a hotel.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad the bot's up on it.
Yeah. They're despicable people, and they're getting what they deserve. Let's hope that the child gets what she deserves and is looked after and cared for.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But, I mean, like, you know what, Pick? It's like you shouldn't be begging for a roof over your head. Like, I
It's a
don't.
sorry state of affairs. Kfar had it right. You know, you just go and get a job. It is, and I know obviously some people have physical and mental, how to put it, reasons why they can't work or can't work a full-time job, but there's nothing wrong with those two. They could get jobs. You know,
Yeah,
they could get jobs and afford child support, child care. Sorry, not child support. You know, there's no reason why they're just lazy. They're
yeah, yeah,
frauders.
absolutely, absolutely. No, and the thing is that the thing is that like it's so it's such a taboo thing to like to talk like to say when somebody's in destitute, right, to like say like, oh, you're just not doing the proper things or whatever, right? But this is so obvious, like he documents everything, and it's not like we don't see him, like running up to police officers and making all of this havoc or whatever, and putting his daughter and stuff like that. It's like, dude, you're documenting this stuff. We see it with our own eyes, and you're gonna sit there and act like you got some sort of problems or whatever, like I don't blame his family for not getting involved if they're not going to get involved, because yeah, like there's only a certain degree, like to which you want to help people, but then you just can't, because it's like you help people so they can help themselves. You give people a lift up so they can make it to the next level, without you know you're basically giving them that step, but they take the step. They have to do the things that they need to do. You can't just consistently walk for them. You can't just carry them all the time. At some point, it's not good for them, and it's not good for you. And so I absolutely agree with anybody who doesn't want to help them anymore. And he shouldn't. He really shouldn't get any help. He should really face everything that he's going through. And then like I hope that his daughter gets a second chance and goes with a better family. I really really hope for that for the little girl, because like I don't know. I just, and the thing is that it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand it, and all she knows is that she's getting ripped apart from what she knows to be her parents. She that little girl has no idea what her dad is. She has no idea what her parents are. She just sees them as her parents. You know what I mean? And it's heartbreaking.
That is the real sad part in all this, is that children are very innocent, and she's going to be taking on all of their crap, if you don't mind me saying. And
That's fine.
she's completely innocent in all of this. And you're right, all she sees is her parents, and she'll be there seeing her parents being taken away. That memory will stay with her, you know? And this is what they don't understand. Kids suck up everything that they see at those sort of ages. And it can actually impact her for the rest of her life if it's traumatic enough. And these people don't think of that. And that is what's, to me, is so upsetting and so annoying.
Yeah, absolutely.
What can you do? I'm
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I'm not I'm not particularly like I don't feel like like I'm glad that if he gets arrested, whatever it is, that he gets to reflect on his life, and I hope that he faces some time. Like I really do. Like I don't wish people to go to jail, because I've been there, and I wouldn't want anybody to be in jail. Trust me, I wouldn't. But I mean, as far as like him getting his act together, like I don't see any other recourse, because he's not going to get himself into some rehab or something that's going to help himself. So to be forced to reflect on himself, I think it's good for him. And I hope that it's long enough that, like I said, that his daughter gets a second chance. Like they put her in a foster home, and she's able to, like be able to be with people that are actually going to care for her and take care of her and give her a good solid foundation. And I don't think she's I think she is old enough that some of this stuff is gonna leave a mark, but I don't think she's old enough that like it's gonna scar her forever.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. You know, I mean, she didn't. I didn't hear anything on that clip that sort of indicated that she was traumatized in any way. But it's just wrong. You know, I don't even have kids, and I know it's wrong to act like that. You know, you don't do things when you have children. There's certain things that you just don't do. They're number one, and not you. And
Yeah,
this
but
lot
I
all
agree
about
too,
themselves.
Barton. I agree too that you know, like, um being when you're addicted, when you're an addict, it is not a situation that like is like you're obviously it's bad all the way around, and you're if you're addicted and you're in a bad way, you're always gonna be looking for that fix, and you're gonna be selfish and stuff like that. But yeah, that's why I hope that the girl gets a better home, and for his sake, I hope that if he finds if he finds himself like forcibly detoxed or whatever, it gives him a chance to reflect on himself. But it's those are always it's just a situation of whether he wants to change or whatever. I know that for a fact, Steve Barnes. I know that like when it comes to that, it's like either you want to, or you don't want to, and it's like you could be forced to be sober for years and years and years, but if you don't want to, you just won't. And you could change and feel like it's a good change and want to be that, and you'll change. But it's a sad situation all around. I that just like there's I don't feel I just it's just a sad situation all the way around.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, P Barnes, 100% agree with you. You know, obviously, when you are an addict, that is your number one thing, and whatever that addiction is determines on how much it impacts on your life overall. And addicting to smoking, every day you can function. Addicted to something a lot worse, you're not going to be able to function, and as you say, everything becomes secondary after that. It's just sad. It's good to see that they got arrested, or that's great. But it's the impact that comes after, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's I honestly hope for the best for his daughter, and if he finds the will to want to change, I hope for the best for Jeremiah. Honestly,
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean,
if you truly want to change and he wants to not be in the situation that he's in, I wish the best for him. I hope that he's able to like persevere and be a better man at the end of it. But
yeah, that would be the best outcome, isn't it? Is that he actually uses this situation to better himself and change and come out of it a better man and do the right thing for him and his family. That is what everyone, I think, wishes for all these people that we come in contact with on Earth.
I mean, I get it. I get it, Joshua Lee. I absolutely get it. I get where you're coming from. It's like I just when I'm just not the kind of guy that kicks people when they're down. Like that. I don't think that's a situation where I would feel good about like even feeling okay with what's happening. But I'm just not like that. I don't like to like kick people while they're down. I hope that he does get better. I mean, if he doesn't, then it's up to him. Like, but yeah, there's nothing good about the situation, and for me, my heart goes out to his daughter, and my best wishes for him to get better.
100%. Yeah, 100% agree with that. That's exactly my sentiment on it as well. Ikas has joined us. Hello.
Ikas, hey, nice to see you. Nah, that's it. There's a little sunshine in our little clouds that we're building here.
You have built a little cloud today, but
you know what? It's fine, and this is what I like. I hope you guys understand that. Like for me, this is I want to like have fun, and I want you guys to have fun, and I want to have more fun, like as far as like the live streams are concerned. But I also don't want to be like so like so happy go lucky that we can't tackle things that are really serious. I think that I think it's okay to explore all of your emotions. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I feel okay with being able to like be in an emotional state that's kind of strong or whatever, or how people would feel like it's kind of like down. But I think it's okay. Like I think it's okay. I think it's okay to deal with stuff like that, because then we're able to talk to each other when we're having our situations and stuff like that, and we understand each other, like in the sense that we understand that where our heart lays when we are going through stuff, and we can trust each other when it comes to like having these kinds of conversations. So I hope like it's okay with me to have you know ups and downs or whatever within the stream. Just as long as you guys know that, like for me, it's all about how you guys feel. If you guys, like feel like it's getting too dark or whatever, you let me know. We'll, like we'll ramp it up or whatever. But I don't mind going down that route, and I don't mind talking about serious subjects, because it's the world, it's the world we live in, and it's okay to talk about it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I'm in going along with your lead there, Jerry. It's your stream, my friend. I just came on to keep you company for a few minutes, and it's been nearly an hour or over an hour.
Dude, I appreciate you to the fullest, Graham. You have been a really good person. Like just you just one of I think you become one of my favorite people here. Not only because
Yeah, when he hold on before you just alienate your entire chat there. One of the best of all the wonderful best people in chat. You mean? Yeah.
Oh, of course. No, everybody has their spot in my heart. There's not a single person here, especially right now. The 8 people that are here. I'm pretty sure they don't have a special place in my heart. Like all of you guys are cool, and like I love it. I absolutely like like having the more intimate friendships and stuff like that. I don't really like being fair weathered, or that people can say like, oh, like like like, well, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like I feel connected to you guys, and we're worried about Jimbo I'm worried about Jimbo in a very serious way. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit more somber than I wanted to be today, because I was really hoping to see him. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping to see him. So maybe that's kind of like how everything got dictated more than anything. But yeah, like I love all of you guys. Like I do this because I have fun with you guys on his stream, and I wanted to continue it. That's why I do it.
I think it's great. I'm really pleased that it's actually going quite well for you. You're starting to get some regular people show up, which is fantastic, and I think people are enjoying having the opportunity to come here on a Saturday morning and sort of carry on what Hez is doing during the week, but with you and your own way of doing it. And I enjoy being here, even if it's just to look like an avatar.
Well, I actually, Salacious, I made this avatar for you. You know that, right? Because I was like, if and all my and anything else that I do, like I'll have the other avatar or whatever. But right here, when I'm with you guys, when I'm with my friends, I'll always have my face, and soon enough, I'll be coming on camera too. Like I've never had the thought that I was always gonna be behind the avatar. Like I don't mind being on camera. Like I don't mind showing my face. I've done it before. The only thing is that right now I don't have one of those like a holder for my camera. So when I don't have a holder, I'm fidgety. So my I can't. I'm not the type of person that like that can hold the like a camera to his face. I'm not chilly. I can't do that. I can't hold the camera to my face. So if I did have the camera on right now, you guys would see me like drop it or like move it around a lot, and it'd probably get annoying. So that's why I'm behind the avatar. But once I get a little placer to hold it, then I'll come on camera more often.
I've come on. We have Bob for everything.
Huh?
Check
What did you
stream
say
night.
now?
Just changed my avatar to join in.
Oh, you brought out Roberto, Wayne.
So Roberto.
Hey, Roberto. Well, actually, you know what? Roberto right now looks kind of like a Bob version of Unclean Hands.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought about that, but I'm sure Unclean Hands won't mind.
There's Unclean Hands, Bob, the Unclean Hands, Bob.
Yeah, let's just straighten him up a little bit, see if I can. Got a number of Robertos, and if anyone says they look the same, then there you go. If anyone says they look the same, they're being racist because they have differences.
Don't stereotype Bobby. You gotta stop stereotyping. You know, I know my name is Roberto, and I come from the planet Nacho. Hey, I'm not your Robert. All right.
Yeah, we have. I have to thank Jerry. Jerry's done a piece for us on the Graham and Bob show, which will be out soonish. You know, it's just a nice little short, but it does feature the Robertos.
Really, Salacious? You like being called Lassie, huh? Ay, ay, ay. Well, guys, I don't know. I really don't have much more. Thank you guys for coming on. We got a full, day ahead of us. I really do appreciate everybody that showed up today, and you guys are just, you guys are really awesome. I thank you for showing up. Let's hope that Jimbo's okay, and let's get a hold of him.
Yeah, let's find Jimbo, make sure he's okay, and then we can all relax and enjoy the weekend.
Right. So, Jimbo, if you're out there, find us, pal. And yeah, thank you guys for showing up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got another weekend day and another weekend show to do. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks for having me on, and good luck to everyone in chat. Have a great day. As always, have a good one.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye.